Welcome to Varsity. I'm Scott Wright of the Oklahoman. We are joined by our special guest, our big all-city football player of the year on the offensive side of the ball, Southmoore quarterback Casey Thompson. Casey, thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You guys went from a really impressive turnaround from a 4-win season a year ago to a 9-1 regular season this year, winning a district title. I'm sorry, you didn't win a district title, but you were in competition for a district title. Talk about what this season was like for you guys.
The season, I think, started in the off season and the preparation that we had. Week to week, we had fun at practice, but we also knew that it was strictly business. And so with that mindset, we took care of business Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, we just went out there and flew around and we had fun. And obviously our athletes made plays, and our linemen, they were in good shape as far as blocking and rushing the passer and things like that on the defensive end. And so really, like I said, the off season is where it came down to as far as preparation. And when the season came around, it's just about execution.
As just a sophomore this season, you had one of the best years for a 6A quarterback in state history. There's not enough records to verify whether or not you're the only guy to throw for 2,500 and rush for 1,000, but you're certainly the only one in recent history, as far as we can tell at this point. Having been around you and seen you on the field, leadership seems to come very natural to you. Where does that come from?
I think that comes from the position. It's kind of a natural instinct that I've had since I was young. I took over playing the position when I was about 7 is when I started playing it, and then really in junior high I kind of had to play that leadership role because I had to be the leader of the team. And so stepping on into high school, coming out of 8th grade, I kind of had to be that leader. Although there were obviously there's juniors and seniors, but I just kind of had to make my presence be known and step in there and just try to be a leader. So this year as a sophomore, I stepped into that role a lot more naturally in the off season, so I felt like that was my position and that was the right thing to do.
Now, like I said, you are just a sophomore, but the recruiting process is already getting started for you. Oklahoma State, Miami have both offered recently. Yeah. You've got 5 scholarship offers in all. Now, for those that don't know, Charles Thompson is your father, Kendall Thompson is your older brother. They both have been through the recruiting process. Though your dad, it was a different day when your dad went through it back in the 80s. But are they helping you through? Does their experience help you handle this process?
Yeah, it helps me a lot. Before the process even started, I kind of got to see how it was like, and Kendall, I got to go on a lot of his visits and with him, and a lot of his camps, and actually sat in the office with him whenever he was getting ready to commit to OU. So they're helping me through this process. I talk to them on the phone a lot and talk to them in person, and sometimes we actually sit down and discuss it. They kind of tell me what to look for in the colleges and the right questions to ask and things like that, and so they just tell me from experience what to say and what to look for, and they kind of help me along with the process, so it's definitely fun.
You've got another sophomore teammate, Bray Walker, who's already piling up some scholarship offers as well. Has this been a little bit of a whirlwind for you guys, being as young as you are, to see the recruiting process go this way? I
think really it's fun more than anything. What's definitely fun is to get offers from the same schools, because you're in high school together, and high school you have some of your funnest years, and that you can go to college together and you can also play again and be teammates in college. But during the season, we try not to think about that stuff, but off season, it definitely gets fun and it gets very interesting, the recruiting process.
Very good. Casey Thompson from Southmoore, our big all-city offensive player of the year. I'm Scott Wright. Thank you for joining us. Keep it on newsok.com/varsity for all of your high school updates.